TTG fam, what's going on? How are you all doing today? What a day, guys. What a day, man. Big day today. Big day for me today. 5 for 5. 5 for 5. 5 trades today, all 5 winners. 2 what ended up being home runs. 1, Rocket Mortgage. Wow. RKT, massive short squeeze. 20% rip on that one. From 35 up to 42 and change. Massive trade on RKT. Major short squeeze. The Wall Street Bets community, the Reddit community, the social media community, all over this thing. All over this thing. Guys, I got to tell you something. Newsflash, in case anybody has been kind of sleeping under a rock for the last several months, you need to start paying attention to retail traders. Because, you know, during COVID and everything, there have been millions upon millions upon millions of retail traders that have entered the markets, and they've got a real say in what goes on. They've got a real say in what goes on. It's a beautiful thing. I absolutely love it. Kind of RKT going viral a little bit. Got a mention by John Najarian on CNBC today. Talked about some unusual options activity. Was telling everybody he was buying calls. That kind of set things off on Rocket Mortgage. The volume came in. The short squeeze started. The thing went viral, and then all hell started to break loose. And that thing now still trading over 40 after hours and all the way up to 45 and change. I believe now it's around 40 or 41. But just amazing action today in the overall markets. I also made a lot of money short JCS today. JCS, a complete gap and crap. I shorted that thing today, made good money on JCS. I also shorted NVAX, another one. They reported earnings, got a big gap down. The thing about NVAX, and I'll talk to you guys all about my trades today, they are running out of time to get their vaccine to market. You've got Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson was now approved. Johnson & Johnson actually partnering with Merck, who's a rival, to produce more doses of the vaccine. And, you know, NVAX saying that they're going to be ready to file for emergency use by Q2. Come on, guys. By the time your vaccine gets to market, you know, half the population is going to be vaccinated already. So I just feel like the company's running out of time to get their vaccine out there. And with earnings and then that news with their vaccine and then Johnson & Johnson, you know, partnering with Merck, I just feel like people and, you know, shareholders are just starting to exit Novavax. And I shorted that thing today and I rode that down from 216 and change all the way to under 200. That was a home run short today. And then I added some money on PERI. PERI was one that I traded today. Not a home run, but still made some money on that one. I actually traded Rocket Mortgage twice, made a little bit of money in the morning, made a big trade, home run trade in the afternoon. So just a great way to start off the month of March. 2 big days. Yesterday was a good day. Today, even bigger. 5 for 5. I was just kind of solid today. Was really in the zone, and the market made me work for it today. Markets really made me work for it today. I wasn't getting like really big extension moves in the morning. There was a couple of trades that I was in that I had to kind of manage the trade a little bit up and down. We had a little bounce and pullback. So I had to manage that trade a little bit in the morning, but patience really paid off today. And one thing I want to talk to you guys specifically about, and this is something that I really thought about in my Rocket Mortgage trade. The reason why so many traders exit winning trades too soon is because they don't have the patience. Stocks go down so much faster than they go up. And I feel like an inexperienced trader does not recognize that. And they think that the move down, they panic, and the move up, they feel like it's not going up as fast as it went down. Therefore, it must not be strong. And they bail on winning trades too soon. I'm going to talk to you guys about that on my Rocket Mortgage trade later today. In the afternoon, which was my last trade of the day. I actually just finished up. I just got flat just a few minutes ago before I started this live stream. I'm going to talk to you guys about that, about how winning traders exit these winning trades. Inexperienced traders exit winning trades too soon because they don't have the patience to let a stock have the time to do what it's going to do. And they don't recognize that stocks go down a lot faster than they go up. I use the saying, I use the saying that bulls take the stairs, bears take the window. Okay, so it takes you a lot longer to walk up a flight of stairs than it does for you to just jump out a window. And that's why I say bulls take the stairs, bears take the window. And inexperienced traders don't really recognize that. And I think that has a lot to do with not having the patience to let a trade work itself out, because my Rocket Mortgage trade in the afternoon was a home run. I almost doubled my P&L from the day on that trade. just to give you an idea of how big of a home run that trade ended up being. But 5 for 5 today, guys, was a great day, and we have a lot to go over here on this live stream. So thanks for joining me. If you guys are brand new, make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, smash that like button if you guys are brand new here. I always go over on these live streams lessons to help make you guys better traders, totally for free, okay? My goal on all these live streams is to make you guys a better trader when we're done than you were before we started. I give you guys golden nuggets and lessons on day trading, swing trading, trading stocks, options, oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. Look at that. Guys, big shout out to Adam for putting that thumbnail together. That's incredible. That's so awesome. Rocket Man! That is awesome. Oh my God, that's so awesome. I love it. That's great. I got to tweet that later. I got to tweet that. Guys, give me a follow on Twitter, by the way, since we're talking about it, at @MikeEdward_TTG, at @MikeEdward_TTG. Go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter, guys. I'm always post trade ideas and trade recaps. I actually posted about Rocket Mortgage, RKT, earlier in the day when that stock started to make a run. But go ahead, guys, give me a follow on Twitter, at @MikeEdward_TTG. If you guys are brand new, like I said, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. You never want to miss these live streams. My name is Michael Edward. I'm the head trader at True Trading Group. Began my career working at a fund in New York City where they didn't let me touch $1 of their money until I went through their educational training program. Okay. That education is what I've simplified, and I've created an entire curriculum on our website for all of our TeachD members. And on these live streams, I share with you little tidbits, little golden nuggets, pieces of information and individual lessons from that overall curriculum I share with you guys on this YouTube channel totally for free. So like I said, welcome. I know I say this a lot. Get your butts in chat, right? Get your butts in chat. Okay. I always say get your butts in chat, but this volatility I'm getting tired of hearing myself talk about the volatility. Okay, I'm getting tired of myself talk about the volatility, but it is just, guys, it's like, if it's not one thing, it's something else. If it wasn't the markets going up or down 1,000 points or the SPY moving 10 points in a single day for the last 4 days straight, then all of a sudden, if it wasn't before that, it was GameStop round 2. Before that, it was small caps and electric vehicle stocks and then cannabis stocks. Before that, it was the GameStop, KOSS, AMC, short squeeze. Now you fast forward here to today. It's, the Novavax short. Zoom Video got destroyed today. On great earnings, Zoom Video got destroyed today. And then all of a sudden, Rocket Mortgage goes absolutely crazy. It's always something. Okay. It's always something, it's like you have to be able to identify opportunities in multiple places. I talk to you guys a lot about this on these lives. Being a real trader, is being able to make money when markets are up, down, sideways, when small caps are hot, if small caps are cold. And that's why I teach you guys to be diversified traders. And, today was a very diverse day. I shorted JCS, which is a small cap. I shorted that, made really good money on it. I shorted Novavax, NVAX. Okay. That's a large cap. Shorted that, made really good money on it. I was long PERI, kind of a small mid-cap type of name, low volume type of stock a little bit, had a nice little move towards 52-week highs. Then made some money on that. Then you had Rocket Mortgage, this huge high volume, short squeeze type push, made money on that. Today was a lot of different variety, and variety is something that I preach in True Trading Group because we cover a lot of different trading styles in TTG. We do day trading, swing trading. We trade stocks, we trade options, we trade high volatility, low volatility. It's not just me and TTG. For those of you that are new, there's 6 other moderators that all specialize and have their own different niche when it comes to trading. So you guys want to make sure that that is clear, that we implement all those different types of trading styles. Okay. So what I want to do right now, guys, before I do get started, I have a lot to talk to you about. It was 5 for 5 today. We're going to cover all those trades. We're going to recap all of them. Mainly the 2 main ones I want to talk to you about are the Novavax short and the RKT long. So we're going to talk about all that here today on this live stream. But before I do, I want to know who here is joining a TTG live stream for the very first time, this is your first live stream that you've ever been on for TTG, I want you to comment the letter I, type the letter I in chat right now if this is your very first TTG live stream. Go ahead, guys. Type the letter I in chat right now. All right, we got Raymond, we got Pidamber Tawari, we got Randy, Malcolm, Nick, Lewis, Ronald, Lisa Greenwood, Nikki, Suann, Donna, Now Nero, Gareth Dane, Terry, Al Alam, Carl, Khalil, Tim, Dave White, Mandrick Leonco, Ed DeForge, Deborah, Sandy, Diego, Mal, David Jung, Patricia Brown. Yes, guys. Seng Chen, Omar Blackman, Sergey, Brooks Norris, Lana Bateman, Dog KC, Eduardo Bittencourt, Jay Knox, Tobin, Fabian Rodriguez, Dian Medeiros, Felipe Strubance, Sir Pent, Francisco Torres, Bald Breezy, John McDougald. Wow, Alan Wu. Guys, welcome. A lot of first-timers here. Kimberly, what's up? Guys, everyone, seriously, all of you that are typing the letter I, Mike Cast, all of you typing the letter I in chat right now, seriously, welcome. Congratulations. You have all just won. Seriously, you guys have all just won because no bullshit. On every single one of these live streams, I will share with you free lessons. Okay, free lessons, a simplified version of the education that I received working at a fund in New York City. So subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. And if you have not done so already, smash that like button, turn that thumb blue. Shows me how much you guys appreciate the time, energy, and effort that goes into each and every single one of these lives. Before I get things started, I'm going to give some time for people to log on. I usually stream a little bit later at night, but we're doing this a little earlier today, so I'm going to give some time for people to log on. I'm going to start this live stream off with just a quick little Q&A. I'm going to let you guys ask me questions, whatever it is. Feel free. Ask me questions about whatever you want, and then what I'm going to do is we'll take a couple of minutes, let people log on, and then we're going to get into the lessons of the day. Rocket Mortgage, we're going to recap that trade. I'm going to tell you what I think that stock does tomorrow. Novavax, my short from today, we're going to recap that trade. I'll tell you guys kind of what I'm looking for that stock to continue to do, and we'll talk about my other trades as well. And then I also want to talk to you about why sometimes inexperienced traders will sell winning trades too soon. And there's a prime example of that with my RKT trade this afternoon that I'm going to share with you, and then I can help, hopefully can help some of you stay in those winning trades longer as early as starting tomorrow. So guys, go ahead, fire away, ask me questions. What is the announcement? I'm not going to tell you guys yet. Adam will come on later on the live stream, and Adam is going to share with you guys an announcement. I've got an announcement that we're going to be making for my teaching members. You guys just hang tight. Adam's going to go through that with you guys in just a little while. He's got a date. No, I actually have pre-Cana later. I've got to do pre-Cana later, so that's why we're doing this a little bit early today. Let's see. First question. Do you see a rebound in the tech stocks like AI? Good question, Radu. Do I see a rebound in AI? AI has gotten crushed. AI, I actually like AI. I do think the 90s is a good place to start taking a nibble. The thing about AI and all, that entire sector in the technology market, I just think that I'm very bullish on like artificial intelligence going forward. Long term, like 5-year, 10-year plan, very bullish on that sector. I look at that sector very similar to the way that I looked at 3D printing and solar energy when those technologies first came to market. When those technologies first came to market, there was a lot of excitement and a lot of hype behind that technology. But the fundamentals of the technology was not up to where the hype was when those techs first came to market. They were not able to keep up with the valuations that the hype and excitement of the tech gave. So the companies were kind of before their time, or the tech was early. I think that is the same thing when it comes to AI. I think AI is drastically and rapidly expanding and growing and developing, but there's so much excitement around the tech, and the total addressable market around the tech is The total addressable market around the tech is huge, So there's a lot of excitement in the tech, but the fundamentals sometimes don't justify the valuations that sometimes that early hype can give you. That's what happened with 3D printing. When 3D printing first came out, the stocks went nuts. They all crashed because the fundamentals weren't there. Same thing with solar energy. Solar energy when flying high when that energy first came out, those stocks all crashed because the tech, the fundamentals on the tech didn't add up. And I feel like that's kind of similar to what you're seeing in AI. But I am very bullish on those companies long term. So if you ask me, there's a chance for it to bounce. Depends on your time horizon. I think that AI could go a little bit lower, but if you ask me what do I think is going to be the years from now, substantially higher than where it is today. My opinion on SOS, there's so much crap going on with SOS. I'm just neutral. I haven't really traded it lately. Is RKT a good buy at 40? Ugh. I'm not buying it here. I just got flat at 42. I took profits at 40 and 42. I'm no longer, where's it at now? Let me see where it's at now. Yeah, it's at 39. So it's at 40. It's at $40 right now. We'll see what happens tomorrow. The stock went nuts today. I didn't want to hold any of that position overnight. I got completely fat, took my final profits off the table. I think, the stock had a huge move today. I think you're chasing it. Yeah, of course, sure. Could it go higher? Like GameStop went higher? Yeah, sure. Is it going to go as high as GameStop? No, it's not. Is there a big short position? I believe 46% of the float was short on Rocket Mortgage. So yes. But I think 40 is a stretch. I would rather wait to see what happens here tomorrow. David Padilla, Mike, do cup and handle and other big chart patterns matter on smaller time frames? David, depends on what you mean by smaller time frame. Like cup and handles, head and shoulders are not patterns that you're going to see form within like a 15-minute window. If you're looking at like a 15-minute window like this, that's not a true pattern. The longer the time frame, the better the pattern. Let's see. Diago Alves, after the RKT run up, how could we have confidence to get in? What should we focus on after the move? What I focused on today was after we broke through your all-time high, which was around 34.50, 35, I looked for that area to become support. And then, what I think you need to look for now with RKT is signs of a short squeeze. The only way that I would be comfortable buying RKT at this point is if I think that an all-out short squeeze is on. Now, what are some things that'll tell me an all-out short squeeze is on? Volume. The thing about RKT, and I'll show you guys, I'll pull up the chart just for a quick second. The thing about RKT, what you will notice today is how insanely heavy this volume was in the afternoon session. What I will look for tomorrow, if we open up tomorrow, okay, first and foremost, I want to see that previous all-time high. I want to see that previous all-time high be support. This was I'll go over my trade recap with you guys all later. My entry today was 35.22. 35.22 on this pullback was the entry. But why? Watch when I go to the daily chart. When I go to the daily chart, you see where that line lines up? Right by that prior high, that prior all-time high. Okay, so it had a previous intraday high, and that lined up with your previous all-time high. So that's why that was my buying zone when the stock pulled back into that level. I would look for that area to be support again. What I would look for tomorrow is actually a gap down. I would look for this stock to gap down tomorrow in the high 30s, 37, 38, 36, and then look for that stock to very, very quickly go green. If this stock gaps down tomorrow and then goes green and you start to see the volume that you saw this afternoon, like these 5 million share candles on a 3-minute chart, that's going to be an indication to me that this stock, a short squeeze is on. Okay. So I would look for a gap down tomorrow. If it goes red to green with some of these 5 million share candles, like you see here on a 3-minute chart, that would tell me there's still a lot of momentum in this stock, that the short squeeze is on, and that is when I would look to then get back into the stock. Okay, that's when I would look to get back into the stock. Okay. Next question. What's your opinion on AMC? What's my opinion on AMC? I think AMC out of all of the other like Reddit names and all those short squeeze names, I actually think that AMC has like a fundamental play on it with the reopening back up of all the economies once we get past COVID. So, I do think AMC does have potential. I think AMC does have potential. So this little move that we had off these lows, kind of a dead cat bounce, we're consolidating it. But, I know for one, I enjoy going to movie theaters. I'm not one of those people that is just going to be sitting at home on my couch, like for watching every movie that comes out. I enjoy going to the theater. I think that a lot of people do. And I think once COVID is behind us, I do think AMC can recover a little bit. I do think that it can recover a little bit. So, it's definitely a reopening play. I don't own it, but I can definitely understand the bullish argument behind it. What about the head and shoulders on X and the daily chart? Clear as day, but no drop, lost money on puts. The reason why you're not getting a drop on US Steel based on the head and shoulders pattern is because fundamentals will always supersede technicals. And there is a huge expectation. Okay, there is a huge expectation that we are going to get a infrastructure spending bill sometime this year from the Biden administration. There's a huge expectation for that. That's why you're not getting a break of this technical pattern. I'll pull up that chart pattern so you guys can see exactly what we're talking about. First and foremost, this head and shoulders pattern is still very much intact. There's your left shoulder. There's your head. There's your right shoulder. And clear as day, here's your neckline. Okay. This pattern is very, very, very clear. All right. But this is going to stay afloat based on you've got the support level of the neckline. You've got the support level of this prior resistance, and you have the expectation of an infrastructure spending bill coming out sometime in the foreseeable future. Now, if there is news headlines that infrastructure is not high on the priority list, or there is major disagreement amongst Democrats and Republicans about some type of spending bill. But the spending bill right now, first of all, is on the back burner before you get COVID stimulus. COVID stimulus will come first. Infrastructure will come second. So the sooner that you can get COVID stimulus out of the way, the sooner the conversation of infrastructure spending can begin and can progress. That is when you're going to get some really big moves in US Steel. US Steel, CLF is another one. One of our moderators, Glenny, he's been focusing on CLF as kind of an infrastructure play. And same thing with US Steel. These are some companies that if there's a big infrastructure spending bill, these companies can do very well. And that's what you're going to have to be paying attention to with regards to US Steel and this head and shoulders pattern. So the head and shoulders packed, but you guys are going to have to be paying attention. Like I said, you guys are going to have to be paying attention to, like I said, news headlines as they start to come out and as they start to unfold. What do I think about the SPY? I think the SPY consolidates in the mid-high 380s. And then once we get stimulus, we go to all-time highs. I think the SPY goes over 400. And the SPY goes over 400. Next question. What do I think about the support Tilray is currently at? Um, I think the Canadian pot stocks are a trade. If you guys want to invest in the cannabis sector, I think the U.S. Operators is the place to be. Curaleaf, Green Thumb, True Leaf, TerraSend. I think those are the places that you guys want to be. My largest holding, my two largest holdings in the cannabis sector in my long term are going to be Curaleaf and Green Thumb. Curaleaf is the largest holding that I have. Let's see. What sectors do you see with the biggest growth potential in the next few months? Wow. Cannabis, US cannabis, energy, um, and consumers. Honestly, I think the reopening trade. I still think the reopening trade. I've been bullish on energy. In December of 2020, I actually I made a call right here on this YouTube channel that I thought energy was going to be one of the top performing sectors of 2021. So far, it is. I remain bullish on oil. I remain bullish on energy. Oil's trading above $60 a barrel. I think it's very, very, very possible we see 75. I think it's very possible you guys are looking at $4 gas by the end of the summer. So I remain bullish on energy and the opening trade with the economy opening back up, lockdowns being lifted, COVID getting behind us. That would only fuel further demand for oil and push oil prices higher, which will fuel the energy sector. So I'm still very bullish on that sector for sure. All right. All right, guys, maybe I'll take one more question and then we will dive in. COVID behind, do you think the market will pull up or down? A lot of retail traders will return to their jobs, less volume and volatility. Once COVID's behind us and the markets go higher, I think the markets go higher. And then, so I've been saying this now for a while. I'll give you guys my long-term outlook. I've said this many times. This isn't anything new. I've completely put my neck on the line. I always give you guys my kind of longer term outlook on what I think markets are going to do. So far, I've been spot on some sense going back to the coronavirus sell-off. After the sell-off in March, a lot of people were calling for a retest of lows. I was not one of those people. I thought I said to Marcus, I thought we're going to make new all-time highs that year once we were at the summertime. That turned out to be a correct call. And to finish off 2020, I said 2021, I'm very bullish. I said that I thought the SPY would go over 400. Just a couple days ago, I gave you guys another kind of update to that, which is I believe that the overall markets will be a little volatile. I said that in the beginning of this year that, don't be scared. Don't be shocked if you get a 5, 6, 7, 8% pullback in the markets. We've seen that. We've recovered. It was viable. But I think more stimulus coupled with a complete reopening of economies where there's no more restrictions, there's no more lockdowns, there's no more curfews, there's no more limited capacity restaurants, going back to, sporting events and music festivals and live events and without any type of restrictions on crowd numbers or any of that. I think all of that pushes markets to all-time highs. And significantly to all-time highs. Now, the problem that I think will start to arise is once the markets start to push to new all-time highs, and once we have people or a complete reopening, and you're going to see a massive surge in economic growth in the middle to end of this year. That's what I think. And I think that GDP data, that economic data with stimulus, with 0% interest rates from the Fed, pushes the markets, the S&P over 4,000. But that's when I think inflation really starts to get serious. My opinion, inflation has already begun. All you got to do is look at the price of lumber, the price of coffee, soybeans. All you have to do is corn. All you got to do is take a look at the prices of some of these commodities to realize that inflation is here. I believe it is here. I believe it will get worse as the economy opens back up and economic demand surges and oil prices surge. then I believe that we reach a state of euphoria when we're completely in front of COVID and COVID's completely behind us and everyone feels like we did it, we beat COVID, yay, everything's back to normal, everybody is spending, there's all this trillions of dollars of stimulus. The consumer is going to spend like you've never seen them spend before. U.S. households savings rates are up 25% because nobody is going anywhere. So people are not shopping as much. People are not going out to eat. They're not going to sporting events, music festivals. They're not driving to work and spending money on gas. The average American household is actually saving a lot of money. And then factor in another round of 1.9 trillion in stimulus. I think, are going to see the consumer in the United States spend like you've never seen them spend before. And I think that inflation will become an issue. And I think that once it does, the Federal Reserve has to raise interest rates to keep inflation in check. That's when the market crashes. And I think you'd be looking at easily a 35% correct sell-off in the markets. But before that happens, I think we do have a lot of runway to the upside. But I've been saying that for a while now, that first time that you guys will see me sell my long-term portfolio. I've not sold a single share of my long-term portfolio for the last 10 years. I've only bought on dips. But you'll see me for the first time sell my long-term portfolio when the Federal Reserve starts to raise interest rates. And the telling sign for me will be a complete max state of euphoria when we are completely in front of COVID and there's no more restrictions. As soon as there's no more restrictions in COVID, give it a couple of months, I'm starting to sell everything because I think that's when inflation becomes an issue and the Fed raises rates and the markets crash. So that's what I've been saying for a while. I'll stick behind it. We'll see if I'm right. We'll see if I'm wrong. All right. So that's it, guys. That just about does it there for our Q&A. That just about does it there for our Q&A session. That was a good one. Thanks for the questions, guys. Thanks for the questions. So again, I want to reiterate with you guys, though, in True Trading Group, the variety of the different trading styles that we have. All right. Especially in an environment like we're in here today, look at how different my day was. I was shorting small caps. I was shorting large caps. I was long Rocket Mortgage. I was long PERI. Hold on one second, guys. All right. So a lot of different variety. Okay. And I think it's important, especially in a volatile market, for you to be able to trade multiple different ways or multiple asset classes at least. And that's why, like I said, there's a lot more moderators in TTG. It's not just me. All right. We each specialize in our own niche style and strategy. We do swing trading, day trading, we short. There's long-term investing. There's options. I mean, there's something in True Trading Group for everybody, regardless of the style that you guys implement. Okay. Or the style that you guys want to trade. Okay. So let's now get into it. All right. Let's get into the lessons. First lesson I want to cover with you is going to be Rocket Mortgage. Okay. RKT. That's going to be the first one I want to talk to you guys about. So for that, let's take things right to the charts. 20% gain here on my last trade of the day. And I want to go over why and where and why I ended up entering the trade when I did, and why I think that a lot of inexperienced traders sell out of winning trades too soon. Let's take it to the charts. Okay, guys, so here we go with RKT. All right, now, Rocket Mortgage, I will actually go back early in the morning because I actually traded this thing way earlier in the morning. My very first trade in Rocket Mortgage was a small win, nothing crazy, nothing to write home about, but I actually got long Rocket Mortgage at 29.25. Okay, right there. Okay, 29.25 is where I actually got long Rocket Mortgage for the first time during the day. And we had this little push here up towards highs. I took a piece of profit off as the stock made a new high of the day. Where are my timestamps? I can give you $30.10. $30.10. I took some profit. And then I actually got flat Rocket Mortgage here in the morning. And let me show you why. We were forming a bit of an ascending wedge pattern, and volume was decreasing while the stock was making new highs. I do not like that. Okay, so I did not like that. Every time the stock made a new high of the day, the volume was lower and lower each time we made a new high. So like here's a new high today, here's a new high, here's a new high, and you'll notice decreasing volume with each new high. I don't like that. That typically tells me the stock is getting tired. It's running out of steam. Okay, so I ended up going ahead and getting flat right there. So this was a small trade for me in the morning, but that was my very first trade on Rocket Mortgage. It was a small profit, nothing to write home about. And the stock ended up pulling back and kind of consolidating during the day. Then all of a sudden it gets a mention on CNBC. John Najarian comes on CNBC and starts talking about Rocket Mortgage, starts talking about buying call options. And the thing just explodes. Right off the CNBC mention, this stock explodes. Okay? Just explodes. Out of nowhere, we get this move with this kind of volume. And I'm like, oh my God. This stock just went completely bonkers. And then just keeps going. Now, at this point, I do not have a position on it. Okay, I didn't have a position on it, but the stock makes a huge move and blasts right through your previous all-time high. There's your previous all-time high. I'll draw a line across it. There it is. Let's go back intraday. So you guys can see we pushed up to test that all-time high, right? We pushed up to test it. And then you had a very minor pullback, and then we blasted right through it. Strong volume on that move to give you new highs of the day and also new all-time highs. Okay, so the stock surges. This volume is absolutely insane on this break to new all-time highs. Then the stock pulls back and halts. We open up out of the halt and we drop down right into where? The previous all-time high. Okay, the previous all-time high. All right, we dropped right down into that level. Now, I will address a question because I know my THD fam are going to ask me this. Was I not scared of the volume on the pullback? Okay, because the volume on this pullback coming out of the halt was heavy. It was heavy. Okay, it was heavy. Was it the ideal scenario? No. I would have much rather seen that volume get chopped off maybe right there. I would have much rather seen the volume be lighter. But that was the only thing that could have been better about the setup. Okay? We have massive volume through the all-time high. Massive volume through the all-time high. Okay? And at this point, you've got the entire social media crowd is talking about this stock. Reddit is blowing up. Wall Street Bets blowing up about Rocket Mortgage. Twitter blowing up about Rocket Mortgage. CNBC blowing up about Rocket Mortgage. And I'm just like, man, this thing pulls back to that previous all-time high. I'm getting long. I'm getting long this at that previous all-time high. And what we also had was your 38.2 Fibonacci level also lined up right at the area as well. So you've got your previous intraday high, your previous all-time high, your 38.2 Fibonacci level, and I got long on this pullback at 35.22. 35.22 was my entry long Rocket Mortgage at 2:21 p.m. Okay, so I'm long right there. And this is where I want to talk to you guys about how inexperienced traders will often sell winning trades too soon because the speed of which, stocks move up versus down. What I want you to notice is look at how fast, Rocket Mortgage went from 42 to 35. Look how fast it went from 42 to 35 on the way down, right? But then look how long it took for it to go back. Look how long it took for it to go back. Look at the difference from 42 to 35, from 35 to 42. This is what I mean by bears take the window, bulls take the stairs. And I don't think that a lot of inexperienced traders recognize that stocks go down faster than they go up. And I think when traders see Rocket Mortgage go down as quickly as it did, they look for it to go up just as fast. And if it doesn't go up just as fast, they get nervous. They think maybe this is not going to work out. Maybe this is not going to move higher. They lose their patience and they end up exiting the trade right there. Or worse, right there. They don't give the stock the time it needs to work itself out. Okay. So on this entry point, guys, again, right in front of that previous all-time high and my previous intraday high, which also lined up my 38.2 Fibonacci level. That's where I got long at 35.22. And I just start peeling profits off as this bounce starts to work itself through. 36.90. I'll just walk you guys through some of these take profits. 36.90, 38.22. 39.58. Just walking you guys through all my take profits as the stock climbs. 40.25. And then 42.28. And then final take profit right before the close. So there are my take profits, guys, on Rocket Mortgage. So there's the entry at 35.22. There's all my take profits. And I literally just got to a point where I'm just throwing out a couple hundred shares at a time. Like once we got into here, I'm just throwing shares out. Every time the stock moves $1.50, I'm just like, okay, I'll take more. Okay, I'll take more. But I want you guys to really focus on with this trade is why that was a buyable pullback for me. Why, I looked at that as an entry opportunity there at 35.22, and why stocks will go down a lot faster than they go up, to make sure you guys are being patient enough with these trades and you're not bailing on these winning trades too soon. Okay. So I want to does anybody have any questions about this trade in particular? Does anybody have any questions about this trade in particular before I move on? Okay. The time is now if you guys have questions about this particular trade. Oops. That was I just clicked on the, sorry about that. What is the top? Super SPAC man, I have absolutely no idea what the top is. I have no idea what the top is. Would you use a stop loss? Of course. I don't use physical stop losses. Okay. I don't use physical stop losses. I use mental stop losses. But if you do not have the discipline to stick to a mental stop, I highly recommend you use hard physical stop losses. Yes, Jane Doe, was this trade on your watch list or scanner? Yes, RKT was one of the top gappers today in the morning. Thank you, Mo Money. Mo Money says you did a great job today, Mike. Thank you. Yes, I did, Greg. But I was already... So Greg asked, did I hold through this dip that occurred on low volume? Yes, I did. But you got to remember, at this point, I was already out the bulk of my position. I'd already taken the bulk of my profit off the table. If a stock's not on your watch list, how do you know it should be on your radar to adjust your watch list on the fly and catch these major swinging trade in intraday? Listen, if the stock's not on your watch list, okay, a stock like RKT will pop up on a scanner. So like included in your membership with True Trading Group, we actually have a Trade Ideas scanner that streams live to all of our members during the day that shows you stocks that are making a new high of the day, stocks that have a volume surge, stocks that are your leading gainers on the day. So even if Rocket Mortgage was not on your pre-market watch list, it would pop up on the Trade Ideas scanner that we have streaming to all of our members during the day. So using a scanner like that, like a scanner that's going to show you stocks that make new highs, stocks that have volume surges, these are all things that will pop up on a scanner for you. Do you have Discord? No, we do not have Discord. True Trading Group operates on its own proprietary charting software. What is a mental stop loss? What is a mental stop loss? A mental stop loss is me saying, okay, if the stock reaches this price, I'm going to exit, but I don't have a physical stop loss order in my system. I will manually sell the stock. A physical stop loss order is an order you can actually place on your platform that once a stock reaches a certain level, your platform will sell it for you. Should you always sell when profitable? Have so many long holds and money just sitting there, but don't want to sell because I know the potential. However, no buying power for dips. Randy, that depends on what your outlook is on these positions. If it's your long-term portfolio, depends on what your outlook is for the company. Like if I took profit on Apple or Amazon or Google or Facebook or Microsoft or Nvidia or PayPal or Square or AMD a year ago, I'd be pretty pissed off today. If I had taken profit on those companies, but those are my long-term portfolio positions that I don't plan on selling, when I buy them. I don't plan on selling them for several years. Those are long-term investments. But in your active trading account, yeah, man, you got to take profits when your targets are met. When you're actively trading, you better have a target in mind. You need to know, where am I going to take profits when the stock gets there? And you stick to your game plan. You take your profits when those targets are reached. You guys can't be sitting there, and enter a trade without knowing where's your profit target. One thing you'll learn as a member of True Trading Group is to be able to use a chart to say, this is resistance, this is support, this is my profit target. If the stock gets there, I'm going to take profit. You need to know, or at least I know, 4 things before I enter a trade. And I suggest you know these 4 levels as well. I know 4 levels before I pull the trigger. Where's my stop loss? Where's my first take profit target, my second, and my third? I know those 4 levels before I pull the trigger. Now, once you identify those levels, it makes it very easy for you to stay in that trade and just become robotic. Forget about all the ups and downs in between your levels. Who cares? It's noise. Just say to yourself, if the stock gets there, I'm going to take profit. If it gets there, I'm going to stop out. And everything else in between is meaningless. And you can just become robotic with your trading. Okay, so it's important that you know those 4 levels before you guys pull the trigger on a trade. Okay, get it? Got it? Good. Beautiful. Nice job today, everybody, on Rocket Mortgage. My TTG fam, if you guys made money on Rocket Mortgage today, I want you to sound off in chat if you guys made money with RKT and my trades or my analysis of my trades from RKT today. If you guys made money, I want you guys to sound off in chat right now. Congratulations. I know a lot of you made money on RKT today. Congratulations. It was an absolute home run trade today in chat. Congratulations, everybody. All right, congrats, my TTG fam. Yes, look at everybody sounding off. Boom, there's all my TTG members, baby. Now we're talking. Great job, guys. Really great job on the Rocket. Look at everybody. Woo! Yes. Yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now we're talking. Great job, guys. Really great job today. That was excellent trading today in Rocket Mortgage. Nicely done. Proud of all of you. Great job. Really great job. Now, let's go on to my next trade, which is a short on NVAX. So like I said to you before, we're very diverse. I'm a very diverse trader. I trade everything. I trade small caps. I trade mid caps. I trade large caps. I trade options. I day trade and I swing trade. Okay. So I'm a very diverse trader. So you're about to see the diversity in my trading, and I'm going to take you guys over to the charts, and I'm going to show you NVAX. Okay. This is my other big trade from today. I shorted NVAX today. Now, I did not buy put options. I actually shorted the stock itself. Okay, I shorted the stock itself. Now, as we look at this NVAX trade, what I want to point out to you guys is a nice little bear flag setup on the daily. Okay, a nice little bear flag setup on the daily. Let's draw it out. Okay, there's your flag. There's your flagpole. And there's your break. Okay, this is a really nice bear flag setup. Okay, on the daily chart, you have a downtrend, your flagpole, your flag consolidation, and then there you have your break. Sorry. And there you have your break of down out of that bear flag. So this was on my watch list for a potential short. The company also reported earnings yesterday. They were not great. And you had this drop. And I think, well, the earnings weren't terrible, but the thing about that I think really fueled this drop and this sell-off in NVAX was because you have Johnson & Johnson's vaccine being approved. You have them partnering with Merck, okay, to partner up for production and manufacturing of the vaccine. And you have NVAX comes out with earnings and they say, oh, we're going to file for emergency use with the FDA for our vaccine sometime in Q2. Okay, well, that's at least 2 months away. So when are you going to file? April? May? By the time Novavax files for emergency use for their vaccine, we're going to be we're at the tail end of COVID. We're at the tail end of vaccinations, hopefully. So I just feel like investors are just growing tired with NVAX, and I think they are starting to bail. Yes, I do think NVAX has more room to the downside. Okay, I do think the stock has more room to the downside. I think your next support level is going to be the mid 180s. I'm looking at 187. Okay, this 187 area, this previous 52-week high, and that's also your 50-day moving average. I think we get there as early as possibly tomorrow or this week, but I think NVAX gets down to like 187, 188. Okay, I think investors are just growing tired of waiting for NVAX to come out with their vaccine. And on the drop down today, okay, we kind of dropped out of, I'll go to a 15-minute chart just so I can show you kind of that little flag setup that I was just showing you. Okay, and today we gapped down beneath it and see how we dropped underneath it. So once we dropped underneath it, that was when I went ahead and I got short Novavax. So let me go back to a 3-minute chart. I'll show you guys the actual entry. Okay, we gapped down, we dropped right to fresh lows. I waited for the first bounce back right into VWAP, and then right in there is where I went ahead and I got short Novavax. My actual entry on Novavax, I'll give you guys the timestamp. 216.85 at 9:48 a.m. 216.85. All right. And we had to break through this 215 level, which was your initial lows of the morning. You'll see we kind of flirted with this level for a while before eventually breaking down below 215. And then we got this beautiful extension to the downside. And I just start peeling profits off the table, guys, on this trade. This trade required some patience. I did have to deal with this bounce back. Okay, but my stop loss was perfectly placed. When I initially entered the trade, I said my stop loss was the $223 area. This bounce took us back to 222. So we never quite got to my stop loss area. But I was a little uncomfortable here. I was like, looks like I might get stopped out of this, but stop loss was in the correct place. And then we pulled back and then broke below those lows. And then it was just time to take profits off the table as the stock extended to new lows. I'll give you guys the actual takes on this. Where are we at? Man, I was active today. Here we go. 213.09. When we broke through the low of the day, 213.09. And I took more off at 210.05. Then 207.67. And then my final take profit, 198.55. Okay. So here are my take profits on Novavax. So again, here's the short entry at 216.85. Take profit, take profit, take profit, take profit. And you guys can see we had a really nice rollover and extension. We had huge volume come in here. I'm still bearish on Novavax. I think the stock goes lower. It is still on my watch list. I may actually be shorting this thing at some point again this week. Does anybody have any questions about the NVAX trade before I move on? Sir, can you teach me how to scalping in the stock market? No. Ripper, I'm not a scalper. Okay, scalping is a trading strategy that where a trader will buy and sell within seconds or minutes. That's not my trading style. I'm a traditional day trader, which means my trades last anywhere from several minutes to several hours. And then I also do swing trade, but I'm not a scalper, so I can't advise you on that. Can you please talk about CLOV? CLOV looks like crap. They came out with earnings, stock dropped. They have the little litigation issue that's going on. This is a company that Chamath is behind, or that Chamath actually brought public. I own some CLOV in my long-term portfolio. The stock is down from where I initially purchased it. I'm not adding to it down here. I don't add in my long-term portfolio just based on pricing. I'll add if something fundamentally changes within the company. If you guys aren't, this is a long-term hold. I plan on holding this stock for a while. If you're not comfortable with holding on to a position for that long and you'd rather put that money somewhere else, go for it. No, that's not the one where the company paid 62% to himself. That was, I think that was Blink. I'm actually looking to buy IPOE. Can you say Chamath's last name? Palalapia, I don't know. I can't pronounce his last name. I say his last name differently every time I say it. All right, here's a question. I mean, I covered this already. All right, I mean, I covered this question already in detail, but what about the Rocket Mortgage chart after the first downturn tells the trader that they should stay in? Volume and candles tell us it looks like it's going lower. I'll cover this again with you guys. So again, Rocket Mortgage, okay? On this downturn, on this pullback, people are saying, well, what made you say buy? Because I bought right here, 35.22. That's where I bought the stock, and you see what the stock ended up doing. Okay. That's where I bought. The reason why I bought there is because this is your previous intraday high. It's your previous all-time high, and it's your 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. You have massive volume on the move to new all-time highs. Yes, the volume on this pullback is heavier than I would have liked it to be, but that doesn't just completely negate the chart setup. Now, if I had my way and I was like, okay, perfect setup, yes, these volume bars would have been lighter. Okay, but that's the only thing that could have been better about this setup. I had a lot of other indicators that could provide me some support down here. Plus, this stock was going completely viral on social media, Twitter, Reddit, just blowing up with Rocket Mortgage mentions. And then it was also being talked about on CNBC. So the coverage was there, the attention was there, the support indicators was there. The only thing that I would have done differently was the only thing that would have been made this setup better would have been if the volume on this pullback was lighter. So yes, the volume on this pullback was heavier. Okay, it was heavier. I would have preferred if it was lighter, but that's not enough. That doesn't negate all the other good things that are on the setup. So instead of, I wouldn't call this an A plus setup. If the volume on that pullback was A plus, was lighter, then I would say A plus, all the stars align. But I wouldn't consider this a perfect setup, but I would still consider it a good setup. So instead of A plus, maybe B plus. Okay. So like I said, it could have been better if the volume was lighter, but that's not enough to cause me to not go after the trade setup based on all of the analysis that I just mentioned. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? I know this was a question that a lot of people had, and I talked about it a little bit in chat when I actually entered the trade for the first. I told you guys coming out of that halt, I said on the microphone, guys, coming out of this halt, I'm going to try to be a buyer at 35. That was my whole game plan. I told you guys that on the microphone, and I actually got long at 35.22. Does that make sense, everybody, though? Cool. Makes sense. Awesome. Awesome. Cool, guys. Good. Perfect. Now I'll just quick go over some of my other trades. And then I think we've got an announcement that we want to make here for our THD group. JCS, let's talk about this one real quick, guys. I made some really good money shorting JCS here today. And I'll pull this in. As you guys know, if you've been following my channel for a while, I have been talking about follow through in small caps has cooled down a little bit. You're not getting some of the best moves in small caps are being made pre-market. A lot of the stocks, once they open up, they're not giving you really good follow through. And once I saw these two massive tails get put in, okay, on this stock, this was a support level. Okay. This $9.50 to $10 level was support. I'll take you guys to the daily chart. I'll leave that line. I'll go all the way back. There it is. Okay. So you see this level right there. See that previous pivot top in December? So that was resistance. We gapped above that level. So I wanted to see if that level held support. And I thought if that level did not hold support, that this stock had a long ways to go to the downside. So right off the bell, we open up and you can see we try to hold this level. These are 3-minute candles. We try to hold this level. And when we tried to make that move and then got stuffed, real high volume rejection where we got stuffed, I went ahead and I just shorted this thing. I actually had this easy to borrow. I had it easy to borrow on Lightspeed, and I shorted it right there at $9.87. And then the rest was history. The stock just got pummeled here in the morning. You can see how the stock just continued to just drift its way lower. And I was just ripping profits off on this trade as the stock started to fall. I took profits off there at 917, took more profits off at 884. And then we bounced back up towards VWAP. Let me see here, 884. Did I have another take profit in there? I was so active today, guys. Hold on, let me just make sure. Added back there. And then I added back short right there on the test of VWAP and that initial morning low. So there was your initial morning low. There it is. There's your VWAP indicator. I added back to a full-size position short there at $9.23. And then we drifted our way back down towards lows, took more profit, and then took more profit and was holding on to a small piece. And then we popped up over that prior low, and then I covered the last piece of my position. Okay, so this was JCS. So again, there's the entry short, take profit. I added back, take profit, covered. And then now at this point, I'm trading Rocket Mortgage. So I wasn't focusing on this, but then you'll see the stock got crushed going into the close. Just another example of small caps just not having follow through. Your top gainers on the day are not giving you follow through candles. They're giving you these gap and crap type candles. So you guys just have to be careful. You guys just have to be careful with these trades, holding on to them. Do not, I repeat, do not just blindly hold on to these positions. Do not blindly hold on to these small caps, looking for them to continue and think, oh, I'll just hold on to it. I'll sell it tomorrow. Be very careful doing that right now with these small caps, guys. The follow through, especially on a multi-day level. It's just not there. And then lastly, small trade, nothing crazy. Small trade, nothing crazy here. And that is PERI. We broke above the high of the day. Nice increase in volume. I came in here. I got long PERI. And then I just took some profits off as we were going up here, making new highs. And then I bailed on the position, I believe, like somewhere in here. I don't even remember. So this is a small profit on PERI, nothing to write home about at all. Small profit, but was my fifth winner of the day. Was my smallest win, but nonetheless, my fifth win of the day. And that's what finished out. Well, RKT finished it out. That was my last trade of the day, but that then rounds out my 5 for 5 on the day. It was a really strong P&L day for me today. Like I said, I really added to my day with that RKT trade in the afternoon. Was just a good day and a great start to the month of March. Hold on one second. Okay. All right, guys. So like I said from before, we've got a quick little announcement that Adam and I want to make. Adam needs about 1 or 2 minutes before we go ahead and actually make that announcement. What I'll do real quick, are there any other questions? Are there any other questions about Rocket Mortgage, Novavax? You guys have any other questions about those trades that I made specifically today? Yeah, the time to ask is now. While Adam needs just another minute, guys, to get something ready before we make an announcement. You guys are killing me with the eyebrows, man. I don't know how they started this. I don't know where this came from. Yes, Tom McCabe. I do use hotkeys. Yes, I do use hotkeys. Tom McCabe. I do use hotkeys. Hani Waba, my win percentage right now is maybe 77 or 70. I'll tell you right now, actually, because we keep track of it. We keep track of it on our website. So we actually keep track of all of our moderators. We keep a trading journal on our website for everyone to see. It tracks all the trading performance of our moderators. And I will tell you right now. 78%. 78% for myself, 84% for the chat room as a whole. 84% for the moderators as a whole, 78% for me personally right now. I use Lightspeed. Yeah, that's possible, Alex. So, Alex, how was I able to borrow JCS shares in the morning but not later? Is it typical to any brokers? So sometimes brokers run out of shares. You know, brokers will have a finite number of shares that they can borrow, that they can lend out for you to borrow. And it's possible they can all be borrowed and spoken for by the time you put it in. All right, guys, I think we're ready. I think we are ready. One more minute. Sorry. One more minute, guys. I'm telling you, you guys are going to like this. You guys are going to love this announcement. You guys are going to love this announcement. What was the initial morning low for NVAX, R. Hirsch? That 215, brother. Let's see. I'm sorry. Not 215. Right here is your initial morning low. So right here is your initial morning low, R. Hirsch. Okay, right there is your initial morning low. We broke it. Tested it. Failed. Tested it. Failed. Rolled it over. Okay, so your initial morning low, R. Hirsch, right there, man. Okay, and that's why. So that's why after through it, right, after we broke through right there is where I got short. Right there is where I got short. And I had to deal with one more test of this level and then the rollover. Okay? Good question, though, man. Oh, wait, are you guys seeing my screen right now? Damn it. You didn't see my screen. Sorry. Let me go back. NVAX, initial morning low. Sorry. Initial morning low. Okay, right there, right around that 220 level. Okay, right there is your initial morning low. We broke it, bounced back. You see that initial morning low then became resistance, and then became resistance again. And that's why once we broke the initial morning low, we bounced back. I got short right there, and I had to deal with that bounce back and retest of that initial morning low one more time before the stock actually rolled over and then continued that move down. Okay, so there's the entry short, and there was your initial morning low. All right, good question, though. Question. Okay. All right, guys, we are ready. Let's do this. All right, guys, I'm going to bring on for those that do not know, if you guys are brand new to the channel, I'm bringing on Adam. Adam is my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group, and he's got a very special announcement that he wants to share with each and every one of you on this live stream. Adam, whoa, what's up? Let's do it.
What's going on, guys? How's everyone doing? Huh? How's everyone's day going?
Solid day today, man. It was just a
really
great
nice day, man. What a hell of a start to March.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like between the volatility that we've had in the overall markets, Rocket Mortgage, you had, the Reddit stocks kind of came back to life. It's been one hell of a start to March.
No, you killed it today. Today, I knew we weren't going to be able to do the live stream later, so I might have given you a little pressure this morning. Told you to knock it out of the park before we began. So, guys, I want to talk to you about something. I'm going to put it here in a caption real quick. And it's called the... Hang on, I'm going to put it here. Hang on. 1 second. Where is it?
I think TGG members were like making side bets on what the announcement was going to be today.
No one's going to even come close.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are going to know this one. I don't think you guys are going to figure this one out.
Nope, definitely not.
So in case you guys do not know or realize by now, we like to give back to all of our TGG members. We truly, consider everybody part of the family. I always say when someone joins the group, I always say, welcome to the family. If you guys saw the live stream last or just 2 days ago on Sunday, we gave away $30,000 to one of our TGG members. We do that every time that we get 300 new members. We raffle off either a Tesla or 30 grand. It's the winner's choice on if they want the cash or the car. We've now given away $250,000 to TTG members. Okay. We've now given away $250,000 to TTG members. And Adam, I see you just posted it up there. I'll give you the floor if you want to explain to people what's the next thing we're doing for all of our group.
Yep. What's going on, guys? How's it going? Oh, wow. I look terrible on this thing.
You look good, man.
No, you know what? My hairs, I wasn't really counting on coming on today. You're way better looking than me in this.
Apparently it's in the eyebrows. I don't know.
Your eyebrows are ridiculous. They don't even look real. They don't even look real. All right.
What do we got?
All right. So guys, we have the so I came up with this idea, right? Because we're always trying to do stuff for our members. We're always looking for different ways to give back. We do the Tesla giveaway, which if things continue to progress as they have been, we're going to be giving away another Tesla probably Sunday, March 14th. That's my guess. Could be the week after, but I do believe it'll be Sunday, March 14th at the rate that we're going. We're like 60% of the way there today. You know, it's such a good feeling for us to be able to give back to our members. You know, when you join True Trading Group, you're really joining for the education and the tools and everything else. But that doesn't mean that we don't want to put stuff on top of it, you know, for you guys as well and make it fun, right? You know, the more success we have as a company, the more we want to be able to give back. And the only reason that we have any success is because our members do well, right? And because we actually give a shit about them. So, you know, we made a joke last week. You know, I was helping people to learn how to use the chat. And I think we called it like TTG stimulus last week, right?
Yeah.
Because I was giving away like $100 to like 5 or 6 people at a time. And then it got me thinking, you know, it'd be really cool is to go ahead and create our own stimulus for the month of March. And so what we're going to do is this. This is the TTG stimulus plan for March 2021. Every single day, I'm going to give, so there's 22 days, including today, left in the month of March. Okay, or 22 trading days, sorry, including today. All right, every day, I'm going to give out $100 to 5 TTG members. Okay, starting today. That's a total of $11,000 between now and the end of the month. Starting today. So what I suggest everyone does, okay, there's a couple people in the meeting room. I opened up the meeting room and there's just like people in there. I don't think anyone knows why it's open. So I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see. So guys, this right here. So in True Trading Group, we have our primary chat room and we have the meeting room and then our town hall, right? The meeting room is right here, and this meeting room is accessible to our trial members, and our full members. When this live stream is done, I'm going to give out $100 to 5 TTG members in the meeting room. Okay? If you are in the main chat room, you will not be included in it. It's just for those that are in the meeting room. Why? Because I want to see who's on here and who's paying attention. That's why. So yeah. So in the meeting room, we're going to be giving out $100 to 5 TTG members. Now, if you're a trial member, if you're a TTG3 trial member, I got something special for you too. All right. So you're going to want to make sure that if you're not already signed up for our trial, that you do it right now. Okay. It's $3. You get 3 days access to our chat room. All right. You get to participate, you know, occasionally in some cool stuff like this. You get 3 sample courses and 7 days access to our dashboard, which includes free analyst ratings. Okay. It's a one-time charge of $3. There's no reoccurring cost. At the end of the 7 days, it just expires. You'll never hear from us again. All right. That is literally it. You can upgrade to a full membership anytime, but you're under no obligation to do so. Literally $3. And I promise you, if you spend it right now, it'll be pretty worth your while to do so. All right. Joe, hit him. All right.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right.
Awesome, dude. I'm excited. I can't wait. So, guys, this will be once we're done with the live stream. Okay. Then Adam will be in the meeting room to do this. Once we are done with the live stream, he's not doing it now. It'll be once the live stream.
Look at that. We had 10 people in there a minute ago. There's 386, 78, 390.
Everyone's going to the meeting room right now.
All
But
right.
yeah, guys, there's a little something extra that we want to do. The government's taken a really long time to get some stimulus out to people that really need it. And, like I said, we love to give back to all of our teaching members. You guys, we mean it when we say that you're family. And aside from Adam, myself, all the moderators, putting in the time, energy, and giving you guys all of our effort to make sure that you guys have the best chance to become the best traders that you can. We want to do as much as we can. And we like to have fun with you guys. And, listen, what's gone on the last year for a lot of people is just something that's completely unprecedented and something that nobody foresaw happening and that nobody was prepared for, and that everybody was affected in completely different ways, whether it's financially, medically, or both. Like doing the Tesla $30,000 giveaway on Sunday, I love doing that. Adam loves doing that. It's a lot of fun for members. We're going to probably, like I said, be doing one in 2 weeks. So not this Sunday coming up, but maybe next Sunday, we're probably going to be doing another one. But in the meantime, this is something extra that we're going to do for our members. So again, guys, every single day, there's 22 days left every day in the meeting room. Adam's going to give out $100 to 5 different TTG members. It's $500 a day for the remaining month of March. And we're going to call this our TTG stimulus plan. Just another something extra that we like to do with our members.
Yeah. And I think it's important to also state that, and I know I already said it, but I'm going to just say it again. This is not the reason you sign up for True Trading Group.
Right.
If you're looking to stand on your own 2 feet, look, Mike and I have been building out True Trading Group since 2014. All right. These giveaways and things have started to happen since the end part of last year, because True Trading Group has done well. And because we believe that the way that this has done well is through our members. So why not give back as much as we can there? And, so for us, it's really, really important to continue to do that. And but on top of that, don't sign, look, a lot of people sign up daily for True Trading Group and we're grateful, but don't sign up just for giveaways. Sign up because you want to learn a skill that has the potential to change your life. Sign up to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet financially. Stop following, some furu or whatever, because, look, most people in True Trading Group, the goal of that, not most, but the goal of joining True Trading Group is really learning how to go ahead and trade on your own, to follow your own picks, to call your own.
Adam, just welcome Lake Life. Lake Life just joined the family. Lake Life, welcome.
Nice, welcome, buddy. So it's really important that you guys learn how to do this, so that, look, God forbid anything happens to Mike or any of our other 6 pro moderators in there. You guys know what you're doing. You don't have to rely on us. That is what we're trying to get across. That is what we're trying to do, and we're trying to do it without any upsells, without any BS, without any hype, without any Lambos, without any $1 million promises and lifestyle videos. Mike is literally coming to you from his grandmother's room. I'm just kidding. That's not true. But if you haven't caught on yet, we're trying to do this different. And so far, it's been one of the best things he and I have ever done.
Yeah, man.
Where else do you get to do a business and get paid to do what you love and still do what you love?
Yeah.
And as a major byproduct, you get to help educate people and change their lives in the best way possible. Yeah. So total gift, man. So glad you guys are here, and we're happy to do this stuff. But don't sign up just for that. Sign up because you want a real education.
Yeah.
And again, right here, when you log into your dashboard, is the meeting room. It literally says the meeting room. That's where you will click. All right. All right, Mike.
All right, guys. So there you have it, man. TTG stimulus is now in full effect for the month of March. I'm excited to do it. Hopefully it helps some people that might be dealing with some struggles right now. So just another way for us to get back to you guys. But like Adam said, he brings up a really good point. We do a lot of these giveaways. We give away laptops, we give away Kindles, and we give away, computer rigs. We give away, cars and cash, and those things are all fun and they're great. They really are. But the reason why you guys join True Trading Group, not for a chance to win or the giveaways or anything like that. Or you're not signing up for a lottery. Join True Trading Group because you guys want to actually get a real education. You want to be part of a community of traders that genuinely cares about one another, that will help each other succeed, that all share the same goal in mind, that there's no, ego stroking. Everyone, no matter if you've been trading for 1 day or 10 years, everybody is there to help each other, answer questions. Everybody's super helpful. A platform that gives you the tools and the resources necessary to become a profitable trader. That it's not, True Trading Group is not just a chat room and a trade alert service. It's very important you guys all understand that. Okay. It's very important you all understand that. It's an entire platform that gives you guys the resources needed to become a trader. So what I want to do real quick, guys, is I want to know how many people that are on the live stream right now that are not a member of True Trading Group. Type the letters TTG in chat right now if you are not a member of True Trading Group. Again, just type the letters TTG in chat right now. All right, we got Larry, Chris Salura, Tim Hopkinson, R. Ross, Julio, Marilyn D, MB Hunter, Sean Summer, Katakosa, Patricia Emma, Sherry Lang, Camilo, RV Thomas, 99 Tonka Man. Ooh, Tonka trucks. Bringing back my childhood there. Bill Tribbett, Not My Name, Donna Wallace, Stoon, Lisa Greenwood, Matt, David DeWeese, Slow, Ian French, Canyon Ridge, Antoine Livers, Clement Fondinson, Greg and Michelle K, SJM 1187, Tyler Stanzak, Anthony Saravello, Kenny Coomer, Kadir, Shalyn Stomp, Maria, Rory Morin, Kamala. Guys, welcome. All of you non-THD members, welcome, welcome. Whoa, Anthony, signing up for the trial right now. Anthony, welcome, man. I hope you enjoy your trial. All right, so those of you that are not TTG members, okay, we got Joy. Those of you that are not TTG members, David, I see you, bro. David, I would never ignore you, man. I would never ignore you, David. How much is a lifetime membership? Okay, lifetime memberships, guys, are limited. Okay, spots are limited for lifetime memberships. They are not available for everyone. You have to be an annual member first. You have to be an annual member of True Trading Group first. You'll have an opportunity to upgrade to a lifetime membership. We do not offer it because spots are limited. We don't offer it to everyone. You got to be a member first. If you're interested in a lifetime membership, we will be doing a workshop on the lifetime membership tomorrow at 4:15 p.m. Eastern in the meeting room. Okay, so in the meeting room tomorrow at 4:15 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing a workshop if you're interested in a lifetime membership. I think Adam has one more thing he wants to say, guys, before I move on.
Hey, welcome back. Guys, real quick, just to kind of add on to what Mike was saying with the lifetime membership. We say all the time, limited spots. I just want to explain that real quick. The reason why we have limited spots is because with our lifetime membership, we do allow for one-on-ones with our lifetime members. So a couple times a year, our lifetime members can request one-on-ones with our moderators, right? But we have a good amount of lifetime members, so we try and limit the amount of new lifetime members that we bring in, so that way we don't overload the moderators, because the last thing we want them doing is doing nothing but one-on-ones and not focusing on trading and providing value to the whole room. So that is why it is limited. We just added 2 new moderators recently that are fantastic, Momin and Glenny. So that has really opened things up for us. That is why we are able to continue to offer this on a limited basis. But I didn't want it to sound like a sales tactic. That's literally why we say spots are limited, because if we can't offer the one-on-one for lifetime members, then we don't want to offer lifetime membership. Okay? So that's why we literally took it off our website so people can't buy it.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's all.
Cool. Awesome. Yep. So you guys have it. All right. So if you're interested in lifetime membership, we'll be doing something tomorrow at 4:15 in the meeting room. Okay. All right. So guys, listen up. All of you that just typed the letters TTG in chat right now, listen. Very important that you understand something. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to do the work for you that's required for you guys to reach your goals as traders. I want to make something abundantly clear that trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is not something that you're just going to join True Trading Group and you're just going to double your account the next day. You're just going to start making boatloads of money. That's not how it works. Learning to be a consistently profitable trader is a skill that you have to be willing to actually learn. You know, Tom Brady didn't become the best quarterback of all time just by having somebody else tell him what to do. Okay, Floyd Mayweather didn't become the best boxer by having someone tell him what to do. You've got to be able to actually show up, practice, put in the work, and train. And my THD members have done exactly that. And that's why they're able to have the success that they're having. You have to be willing to put in some time, energy, and effort to learn this skill. No one's going to do it for you. But it all starts with having the right education, the right tools, resources, community, and support necessary to help you learn, trade, and profit. And that is everything that TTG is all about, helping you stand on your own 2 feet. A 1-year membership to True Trading Group would normally cost you $2,212 for the year. However, on this live stream tonight, you can get a 38% discount. That brings the price of that membership all the way down to only $1,371 when you use coupon code TTG121 tonight. That price is going up at midnight. Okay, so if you want that $1,371 price point, you've got to sign up by midnight tonight before the price goes up. And then the price will continue to go up a couple of bucks every day as we work our way back up to the $2,000 price point. So use coupon code TTG121 to get that price point and get that discount now before our price goes up. Listen, there's no upsells in True Trading Group. There's no add-ons. You pay one price, you get access to everything we have and everything we ever will have. Before I get into why 1371, some people say, it kind of sounds like a lot of money. It's not. And I'm going to explain to you why it's not. Because like I told you before, it's not just a trading chat room. You're not paying 1371 just to get the trades that we enter. It's an entire platform that gives you guys tools and resources. But before I get into that, how many of my teaching members are on the live stream right now that have already made back their membership cost? I want you to sound off in chat right now if you are a current TTD member and have already made your membership fee back. Sound off in chat right now. Will Leverett, best decision I've made in a really long time. TTD community rules. Scuba, TTD teaches you how to make money in any market. Scott made it back in the first week. Mark Mitchell over 7 times. Holly Rogers, I trade with small amounts, and I already made it back. Scuba made their membership fee back in the first week. Dale has made 10 times the membership fee. Casey Larry makes the membership fee back almost every single day. It's the Ops made it back during their trial. Ashley has already made it back, has almost made enough money. Look, just pay attention to the comments that are coming through in chat, guys. Honestly, if you're not a member, just pay attention to the people that comments that are coming through in chat. They are you. They're you. There's absolutely no difference in the members that are commenting in chat right now and you. They all found True Trading Group most likely by coming on and attending a live stream just like you have. They took advantage and capitalized on a discount code. They joined the TeachD family, and now they're telling you they've already made that membership fee back and are just working on building up that profit and building up that account. Just pay attention to the comments coming through in chat, guys. Don't even listen to what I'm telling you at this point. Just pay attention to the comments coming through in chat, okay? So for those of you that are not TeachD members, when you become a trader, you guys have to realize you're the ultimate entrepreneur at that point. I don't know many places you can get 1370. You can spend 1371 on a training, on an education to build a new skill, and then start making money with $500 after that in your trading account. You're essentially starting your own business as a trader for less than $2K. Okay. When you become a member of True Trading Group, you are getting access to the top premium trading tools and products that are available on the market today because we bundle those services together and include them as part of your TeachD membership. As a member, you get included at no additional cost Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed directly inside of our chat room. That's going to give you stocks that's going to give you breaking to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat room. Okay. It also gives you a squawk box feature where you can turn on your speakers and listen to the news headlines as they come across the wire. Instead of reading them to yourself, you can listen to them out loud. You get quote streams, real-time level 1 and full book level 2, as well as real-time streaming options data. All included with a trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money while you practice implementing what you learn in the courses. Practice it on the simulator first. Prove to yourself that you can make money before you start putting your hard-earned money to work. You also get access to the Trade Ideas real-time scanner that is streamed directly to members during the day. This shows you stocks that are making new highs, that have volume surges. You want to find stocks like Rocket Mortgage during the day, that Trade Idea scanner will show you what stocks are hot during the day and where you need to be focusing your attention. All of these things are included for free. There's no additional cost or fee for these products. Included is also TradingView's Pro Charting software, one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders today. All included with your membership at no additional cost. You're going to get a minimum 10 easy to follow, actionable, real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders currently sporting about an 84% win rate. We are fully transparent with all of our performance. We keep a trading journal on our website. It shows you every single buy, every single sell, all of our wins, all of our losses, all of our break-evens. They are all available on the website for you to see so you can track the performance of every single moderator. Okay? You also get included with your membership a free private study group, a free small private study group where you will be communicating with a couple of members and a moderator covering topics, questions, lessons that you need help with. And I told you, there are no upsells into your training group. You get access to the entire curriculum. This is a 15-course curriculum, a simplified version of the education I received when I worked at a fund in New York City. All of it's included, not just part of it. You don't sign up, then all of a sudden there's these pro VIP courses that cost more money. You get access to the entire curriculum. That's beginner and foundation courses, option courses, swing trading courses, trader psychology courses, how to trade during a market crash. Guys, all of the courses you have access to. They're in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. And then you also get access to, in addition, on top of the courses, access to our video library that has over 100 hours of additional educational video content that is recorded workshops and webinars that myself and other moderators have conducted covering various trading topics. Some of those topics include our Weedapalooza event, which was a webinar, a workshop on the cannabis sector. One is how to trade while working a full-time job, how to turn a $500 account into $25K, how to resist FOMO and have confidence pulling the trigger. Just a couple. Okay, just a couple. All right, that you guys that you have in our video library. Access in general is what you are getting. You guys have access to all the moderators during the day in chat. You can send us messages, ask us questions, what we think about particular stocks. Okay, this is what I mean by when you think $1,371 for everything you get access to, it's not a lot. Let me put this into perspective for you. That Benzinga newsfeed, Benzinga charges $1,188 a year for that service. Real-time level 1 and full book level 2, $990 a year, $990 a year. A trade simulator, $750 a year. TradingView, their charting software, $720 a year. Guys, those services would cost you $3,648 a year if you went and paid for them yourself. They're all included with your membership when you use coupon code TTG121 and pay just $1,371. Now you get an idea of why it's not a lot of money when you think about everything you're getting access to. And on top of all of that, anyone that signs up by midnight tonight, I'm also going to include a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet, totally free. I'm even going to cover the shipping. It is my gift to you. a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet for anyone that signs up by midnight tonight. Totally free. My gift to you guys. Okay? And again, also, we always are giving back to our members. Like I said, for every 300 new members, we give away a Tesla or $30,000. It's the winner's choice. We're already over 50% of the way there. I think maybe by March, we might be doing another one of our giveaways for the Tesla or 30 grand. All you have to do is be a member, a full-time member of True Trading Group to register for that raffle to have a chance to win 30K or a brand new Tesla. We just announced the TTG stimulus plan where we're going to be giving away $100 to 5 TTG members every single day for the rest of March. Okay, for the rest of March, we're going to be giving away $100 to 5 TTG members each and every single day. That is our TTG stimulus plan. All right. And guys, lastly, if you typed TTG in chat before and you still have not pulled the trigger during this live stream, I've got one more thing I'm going to say to you. The last thing that I will do is I'm going to prove to you how much I believe that this can and will work for you, because I see the success my members are having. I know the value of the education. I know the education is responsible for making me the trader that I am today. I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught this by other traders, and I've taught this now to my TTG members. So I see the success they're having, and that's the only reason why I'm able to do what I'm about to do. Anyone that signs up by midnight tonight with coupon code TTD121, if you go through all our courses, pass all the quizzes at the end of the courses, and attend a private study group, if you do those 3 things and still have not made back the $1,371 at least one time throughout your membership, I'll give you all your money back. I'm offering you a complete refund. If you go through all our courses, pass all the quizzes, attend the study group, you do those 3 things. If you don't make back $1,371 at least one time throughout the year of your membership, I'll give you a full refund. How many people would offer you that? How many people are that confident in the education and the platform and the program that they provide? I put my money where my mouth is. This is how much I believe that with a little bit of work and time and energy and effort from you, this can and will work for you. That's why I'm offering you that money back guarantee. That's why I'm able to do just that. And then lastly, if you're still unsure, guys, we do have a 7-day trial. Go to ttgthree.com. Sign up for our 7-day trial. It's a one-time payment of $3. That's it. Okay, there's no auto renew. There's no reoccurring payment. It's a one-time payment of $3. It's less than a cup of coffee. You get 7-day access on our dashboard. You get 3-day access in our trading chat room to trade with us live. And you get 3 sample trial courses also included with that trial. Go to ttgthree.com to sign up for that 7-day trial. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time during your trial, but you're under no obligation to do so. Now, on the trial, you will not get the $13.71 price point. You won't get the free Amazon Kindle. You won't get access to the trader stimulus plan. You won't get access to the Tesla $30,000 giveaway. Those are specifically for full-time TTG members. But if you want to try us out for 7 days, be my guest, join the trial. Otherwise, sign up now with coupon code TTG121. Lock in the 38% discount. Get a free Amazon Kindle. Get a money-back guarantee. Get a chance to win $30,000 or a Tesla possibly next Sunday, and get a chance to win $100 for the next 22 days in the month of March, and get yourself an actual education and become part of a trading community that genuinely gives a shit whether you succeed or fail. Thank you for joining me tonight, guys, on this live stream. I love you all. Welcome to the family. All of our new members, a bunch of you have joined while we've been doing this live stream. Thank you, guys. Welcome to the family. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications if you haven't done so already. And, of course, smash that like button. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Later, guys.